Welcome to the Dark Screen Society, the best podcast on the planet Earth in the universe. I am Chuck. I will be your host today, and we have an absolute ripper of a fun show today. And I am here with the most wonderful co-hosts in all of the land, starting with Seth,
Good morning.
Brian,
Good afternoon.
Gigi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. So we're doing something a little off the cuff today. We think we have a really fun idea because when we started talking about this idea, it really just was like, wow, that's fucking super duper cool. And we're really into it. So we're kind of going to just jump into the meat. But before we do that, does anybody have anything that was like super notable that you feel that you have to mention? I know we covered most everything last week with the divisiveness of the woman in the yard, but is there anything else that popped up that you watched in between episodes that you would like to speak about before we jump into today's meat and potatoes?
No, except for I watched The Woman in the Yard, and I am at a loss for words. I truly hated it.
No, it's I have not seen in maybe a couple years. It's that divisive. Like it's so split.
But it's like it's both ends of the spectrum, like 1 star or 5 star, and it's like what?
Yeah, there's no like, oh, nobody said it was just all right. Like they either cried because it resonated with them so much, or they fucking hated it. Like there's no in between.
Just hate how they handled the subject matter. I thought it was incredibly insensitive. And I like Bleak. Like we all really loved The Devil's Bath, which also deals with like depression and, like just dark thoughts.
Mhm.
But this movie just left you feeling icky. Yeah, just icky, just gross. I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't get to it yet. So what we're going to discuss today and what we thought was a great idea. So do you know how movies will come out? Like we're actually, while this is being filmed, we're at the Overlook Film Festival, some of us in New Orleans, obviously not Brian, and Seth had some things come up that he could not attend. But that's where me and Gigi are at during this. But two things that are really cool about the Overlook Film Festival that I was personally excited with is they have a 40th anniversary screening of Reanimator, and then they have a 20th anniversary screening of The Descent. And I'm almost was more excited to see those two movies on the big screen than new movies there, because I didn't get to experience something I love, because there is nothing in the world like seeing something that you love on the big screen. So what's better than a big screen if you were going to see something on a screen? So these movies
what's better than a big screen than a fucking
screen.
huge
a bigger screen.
We're going to the biggest screen in the world. And today we're going to talk about, if you had the opportunity to see one movie, one night only with a group of friends,
one shot, one opportunity.
If you have one shot, one opportunity, some spaghetti on your shirt, and you had to seize that opportunity and move in the moment, what movie would it be that you would like to see screened at the Las Vegas Sphere? Which is like, you can't, it's the biggest screen in the world. We have going to have a clip playing. So if you're not familiar with the Las Vegas Sphere, what the Las Vegas Sphere is it is a huge dome in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it is the largest IMAX LED screen in the world that surrounds you 360 degrees. And it creates an incredibly immersive experience. So when we got the bullshitting about this topic, it's like, whenever you see like The Dark Knight or on a regular screen, but then you go see it on a regular IMAX screen, like the difference of the effect that film has on you is it's night and day when you see that big booming screen. So if you had one night only and you could pick one movie to be surrounded 360 degrees to have the most immersive horror experience on the Las Vegas Sphere, what would that movie be? And don't fuck it up, because you only have one night.
I know
more, but if you had to pick one, just one.
No. Go, because I want to hear what yours is.
Mine is Underwater. I just think that movie
so good.
Would be so fucking cool in the dome, and especially like the sequence when they are like in the elevator shaft that's like going down towards the bottom, and then like the explosion happens around them, and the one dude like implodes in the fucking thing. I
Oh
just
my
think
god.
like seeing that like and surrounded by the water and like feeling like you're under this pressure, I think would be so fucking cool.
I think that's absolutely amazing for our viewers, listeners, anybody who have not seen Underwater. You can watch it on Hulu. I highly recommend it.
It's a
It
banger.
it's an absolute banger. We're trying to get better at telling you guys what these movies are because we're realizing that not everybody has seen these movies or heard of them. So Underwater, it's after an earthquake destroys their underwater station. 6 researchers must navigate 2 miles along the dangerous unknown depths of the ocean floor to make it to safety in a race against time. So it's super like very cosmic along with like just underwater themes, but it's so it, there's like so much tension with it being underwater and all this like pressure. I freaking love this movie.
And
And the
Listen,
colors are beautiful.
I do too, and there's a lot of history to Underwater because when Underwater came out, it got shit on. It was not
Yeah.
well received. But once it hit digital and people could like experience it, it's picked up. It's almost become like a little modern day cult class. I think it rips. I love
I
it.
feel like is it Kristen Stewart? Kirsten Stewart?
Yeah.
Kristen
Yeah.
She's got like a lot of residual hate towards her because of the Twilight stuff, which is totally unfair.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, towards her,
So
yeah.
I didn't watch it because I was like, I've only seen her in that in Adventureland, and I didn't really like her in either. So I thought, okay, I'm
That's
not going to
fair.
watch this movie. And then I did watch it because I was obviously on a cosmic
Kick.
horror kick, and I was like, fuck, I wish I'd watched this earlier, but it's
I
really
want to see
good.
it later because I
She
didn't get to.
is
And she's really
so
good.
hot in that movie.
Yeah.
She is so hot in that movie. Like the bleached buzz cut,
Oh, yeah.
drool.
And she's just a fucking badass in it too. Like I love the ending of, obviously some of you might not have seen it, so I won't spoil it, but I just love like that little monologue that she has, and then it just
Yes.
fucking like the explosion, like that's so cool.
It's that's a really good pick. I love that. I think I feel like any underwater movie that's actually like good, like not like if we were watching like The Deep House, I would be so upset. I'd be like, I would go on a hate rampage about how I went to the Sphere and I fucking and they played The Deep House. I would have been so pissed off.
Right?
But we need more movies like Underwater.
It's
The
so
Deep
cool.
House is fucking terrible.
Can I give a
bad.
secondary honorary pick? Is that
No.
okay, Chuck?
You can do whatever you want to do, Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear me out here.
Oh God.
If you
Not
say
trap,
so.
guys. I promise. It's
I
not trap.
He's like, and then she comes out and performs,
And then she comes
which
out
low key would be
once.
kind of fun.
Honestly, Infested. That
Ooh.
spider scene in the hallway. Could you imagine being surrounded by that many spiders on a fucking giant screen?
No,
That'd be awesome.
That's Ray's biggest
Cool.
nightmare.
that
One spider is enough for Ray. So
Scare
Ray,
Bear,
shout
we
out,
love you.
Scare Pair. That would be disgusting. Any like bug movie or like, infestation movie like that, that would be so gross. Let me pull up the synopsis of Infested. It is a French movie. So that would be kind of hard to watch. I feel like I wouldn't want to watch a subtitled movie in
I
this
would just-
sphere.
I was
Yeah,
just
true.
thinking that it'd be difficult unless they incorporated a way to move the words up like from the bottom, like so if because they would have to, so if they like floated or had some kind of way to do
Yeah.
it, I think they could like make it work somehow. But like if they were at the bottom, no way.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be so that's the only downside would be like
I
if
might
there
need
were
to change my pick because I just
Yeah.
realized it's foreign.
yes, like that is
Yeah,
one
but
thing that
Right, but we're being so hypothetical here that it's
in
going
a
to be
perfect
It's going
Like
to be
we all speak French. And,
well, no,
yes,
but
Yeah.
or
in a world where
Mandarin.
we all speak French, Mandarin,
in this world.
Taiwanese.
No,
Yeah.
we're just looking at it as like just like Christopher Nolan shoots in 70 millimeter for the IMAX. Like these movies would be reformatted for the
Yeah.
Sphere, so obviously they would adjust. In our perfect Sphere night out, they're gonna
Sphere night out
the subtitles would be put in in a manner that you could
in the
cooperate.
perfect location.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many good movies that would be cool.
Seth, will you tell the viewers what Infested is about?
Infested is about this group of people who are in this like giant apartment building, and a spider infestation decides to take over the building, and it is absolutely disgusting.
It's the perfect like movie that depicts how a simple plot, like, you can really just make a really fucking banger of a movie on a simple plot.
Yep.
Yeah, like it made you care for people in what, like a 90-minute movie, which
hmm
most movies like that, they
106.
won't introduce you
Crazy.
to like just
Yeah.
random people that live in that block. Be like, okay, this person seems nice. When they eventually meet their end, I'm going to feel something. But
Yes.
most movies don't even do that. So yeah, it went a little bit OTT at the top at the end
Yeah.
when the
Yep.
spiders suddenly got
Bigger.
giant and
Yeah.
I loved it
like,
though.
it's like yeah, it's glove, but it's like I'm not going to kill you because I recognize you from earlier. It's
Yeah.
like come on now.
Hey
The
And
man,
it's on
thing-
Shutter. It's on Shutter too. So
It
if you
is.
have a Shutter account, watch it.
Do you know what's the thing that I loved about Infested the most was the fact that I love the opening because it doesn't tell you shit. It doesn't even have subtitles. Like it's just like it's just like fuck you. You're gonna deal with this movie, and like you just sit there and like kind of start figuring it out before it actually gets anywhere or picks up. Like, and I love that because I was
I
like,
remember I messaged you, Chuck, because I was like, I think they've sent me the wrong version because it doesn't have subtitles on it at the start.
right,
No, no, that, that's a
or
purpose.
it felt like something was missing or cut off of it, but
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
but it made me so curious, waiting for what was going to happen that I was enthralled in the movie, which I thought was actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah. No, I literally feel like this is a movie that you don't even need subtitles for. Where you're like,
Sphere Night Out.
Sphere Night
I'll
Out.
also,
Sphere
that
Night
movie will always
Out.
have a special place in my heart because when I first started making content, I was like, if I could get Shudder's attention at all, I'd be buzzing.
Oh.
And that was the first movie that they ever like sent my way. So
That's amazing.
Oh, that's
so
really
like seeing
cute.
that because obviously they still put your name on it as well. So I saw my
Yeah.
name on a Shudder movie and I was like, oh yes, this is
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Well,
Mhm.
that's the one that's gonna play is the one where it says Brian Pierce
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
yeah. Now everybody knows my email address. Just
Like, hey, email him, hit him up for your movie ideas.
Nobody's emailing him
Send them
anyway.
nudes.
true.
No,
So
nobody's emailing you.
So Brian, you got a all access paid trip from the motherland in Scotland. You're gonna have to leave the emo cows for a couple of days to make the trip to the
Bring 'em with.
Sphere Night Out.
Yeah.
What is your Sphere Night Out?
So if he hadn't chosen Underwater, I would have chose Jaws just because Underwater's going to be great. But I'm going to go for something that I didn't love movie-wise, but visually I think would be fantastic in there, and that is the 1970s version of Suspiria.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
a
that's
really good
That's a
pick.
great
Yeah.
fucking
It looks
pick.
so beautiful. So
I
prefer
honestly the remake would be
remake.
fucking sick too.
Either
Yeah.
one, yeah.
I just like the color tone of the first. I think that would look really
Yeah.
nice on the big screen. So
What an
I like
immersive
that.
experience Suspiria would be as Gigi's looking it up to read the synopsis for all those that have not seen the classic that is Suspiria. This is exactly what Suspiria is.
1977 Suspiria, an American newcomer to a prestigious German ballet academy, comes to realize that the school is a front for something sinister amid a series of grisly murders. Ooh,
witches.
Scary.
Sinister. Suspiria is streaming for free on Hoopla. Hoopla!
Hoopla! Pay the lady.
I need to rewatch the original Suspiria because it has been years since I've seen the original. I watched the remake like not too long ago.
You're gonna hate it.
Yeah, I find it is. I don't think it's as easy
Done
to
deal.
digest.
Gonna hate it.
As yeah. I much prefer
Right.
the newer one, but like I prefer modern horror over older horror. But visually, I don't. I think the older one is much nicer to look at.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I bet money Yapper hates it.
Yapper.
I bet money she won't even watch it, Chuck.
Probably
Oh,
not.
you know what? No, I'm gonna watch it right. Actually, I'm leaving the podcast so I can watch it right now.
I'll add cheers in now.
Bye.
Okay, that's a really good one.
It is a really good one. I think it would be visually stunning because they would add so many extra things into that experience that would be fucking rad.
Mhm.
Boom,
That'd
boom,
be
boom.
cool.
You're on the clock. Gigi Sphere Night Out.
Oh
All
God.
your friends. What is it?
Both of them.
It has to be Jurassic Park,
All
right?
two. Yes. Okay. Yes, but I'm not gonna pick Jurassic Park
Because everybody expects that. From
because
you,
everybody
Gigi.
expects that, and I feel like there would be cooler. We are gonna do an episode. I came up with an idea for an episode of if you won the lottery how would you hold what type of event would you hold an immersive event would you hold for the movies that you're gonna have a screening for? So I'm gonna save my Jurassic Park idea because I have a
She's like, I'm building
I
dinosaurs.
have yeah, I'm actually
Make
fucking
them-
bioengineering them in my room right now.
We're gonna watch it with the T-Rex.
Exactly. But my pick would be 28 weeks later.
Woo, let's go.
I think that I think that this would be the news
Scaly.
article where it'd be like people were passing out in the theater because they were getting so overwhelmed and motion sick that they were passing out and vomiting in this theater and having panic attacks. I think 28 weeks later, because I think it's way more anxiety inducing than 28 days later.
I agree 1,000,000%. Like, it
Mhm.
would be a fucking experience.
It would be an experience. I actually think that I would be scared to attend this own event that I'm throwing because it's too much. I hate chasing. I hate the opening scene so much.
Just the thought of like looking somewhere, but you can hear the footsteps on
Yeah.
somewhere else, and could like that would
Yes.
be such a
Wait,
just
oh
the
my God.
audio of that would be
Do you guys wanna
phenomenal.
know something absolutely crazy? This little fact about me? When I was in high
Ooh.
school, I used to do, cross country, and like, to motivate myself to, like, run, to, like, just, like, practice and, like, keep up my stamina, I would, like, run on the treadmill, but if I didn't wanna, like, just run to, like, nothing, so I had this app that would do zombie noises.
Oh my god.
And so, like, they would be getting closer and closer, and so, like, the noises, and so, like, you would have to run faster and stuff. Isn't that crazy?
That's
I love
amazing.
that.
That's amazing. Little tidbit.
Yeah. No tidbit. Chuck, what would you pick for your
This
spirit
was a
night out?
this was a very difficult choice because there's so many things. There's like so many classics that if they were upgraded for the sphere, like I would love Jaws. You know, what I mean, obviously
Yeah.
would be sick, and I would love Alien would fucking rip on the sphere, and The Thing would rip on the sphere.
Yep.
But if I had to pick one thing for one night out that I know that I would never ever forget for the rest of my life to
Oh my
see on that
God.
sphere, I would pick the 2013 remake of The Evil Dead
Yeah.
That's a really fun one. Like,
because
oh,
it would just I was really torn between this and Zombieland because the
that'd be
opening
fun
goes,
too.
yeah, it would be fucking so cool, but like Evil Dead, just like the build up to it, like I just watched it again last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's so fucking well done.
Yeah.
And the build up, and like as soon as she climbs out that window, like when she's like, I gotta get out of here, and she just wants to go get some fucking dope, and there, you know, after the idiot reads the book and she fucking escapes out the window and the Ford Taurus starts going through the woods. Like from that moment on, there's literally not a breath to catch in that whole entire movie because it's like boom in the water, in the trees, and then they're wrapping her up, and then everybody's fucking scared, and then it just goes to absolute fucking madness, bloodbath. And to see that on that monstrously huge screen with the fucking sound and all that bass and booming and as the camera's going through the woods.
That's the thing though.
You know what
Oh,
would
it'd
be
fucking
sick,
be awesome.
Chuck, is that the blood rain scene in the fucking
Oh,
dome.
that's what I'm
And
saying. It'd be
like
sick.
that would be fucking insane to see. And then also, you know that like ride, I think it's like Soarin' California at Disneyland where they
Oh
like
my God,
spray,
yes.
like they spray like smells for each like scene.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
could you
To be like
imagine
a
in there, like
4DX.
yeah, like a 4DX, like fucking
Yes.
like have it smell like a forest, and then there's just like blood rain
Oh,
coming down. Like, dude, that would
that'd
be
be
epic.
so cool.
That would be the sickest thing ever. There's so many ideas and so many things. Like we were talking a little bit before we started recording. I even think there's movies that aren't good that you don't
Yes.
like that would be good in that experience. Like, like the Neon Demon in Under the Skin are two very divisive movies that people either like them or absolutely hate them. But like to see that, fucking motorcycle going through that rain with the fucking, all that lighting and everything would be so sick to see in that format. So is there any like what are some other ones? Because like I also was torn too, because I thought it would actually be cool if you could see like a greatest hits eclipse. Because like what if you went from like Into the Sphere and you went from the opening of Ghost Ship and then
Oh my God.
that transitioned into the opening of Blade in the club. with
That would be sick.
the opening of Blade would be sick on the
Okay,
sphere.
that's so crazy that you actually said that because my fucking roommates went to a blood rave last night where they sprayed blood, like it was like a
What?
blade. Yeah,
That's
where they
amazing.
sprayed like blood. I was like,
I wanna
they were like,
go.
yeah, they were like, we're gonna go to this blood rave thing, and they were like, they spray like blood from the sprinklers. I was like, oh, like Blade, and they were like, what? And I was like, the fuck? I was like, you
Yeah.
guys are
Did you
going
not
to
watch that Mike Flanagan TV show that was just on where it was the acid that ended up coming out? 'Cause
Oh,
that,
Oh
God.
yeah.
that scene haunts me.
Yeah, so, okay, one that I do wanna say though, but, like, I feel like all 10 people would attend this because they know what the movie is, which is
Okay.
another Shudder movie, and it is a
Only
foreign
9.
film.
It's only 9.
Only 9 people would attend this, but I would say Mads.
Oh,
I think that that would rip on the Sphere because it's one continuous shot. I think anything that's one continuous shot, and again, like you said, Chuck, like, even movies that you don't really, like, care for, like, what's that one, with Elizabeth Olsen? Is it Silent House or,
wow.
like
I love the Silent House.
so because it's one continuous shot, like,
Mhm.
I thought the movie was just okay, but, like,
I
even
love
something
it.
like that, like, seeing a one continuous shot in the Sphere would be so sick. But Mads, I think would rip because, again, it's so anxiety inducing, but the one shot would be crazy for those that haven't seen it, even though we talk about it all the time. It's streaming on Shudder. A teenager stops off to see his dealer to test a new drug before heading off for a night of partying. On the way home, he picks up an injured woman, and the night takes a surreal turn.
Can you imagine just watching that car go down that road when that title screen
Yes.
pops up in the back and then it's, the lady and it's just like you would just look.
Chill
What do
bumps.
you
Yeah, I
Dwayne
did, yeah,
Johnson.
I
Goose
did, yeah.
goose skin,
It would be
nutsack skin.
I
nutsack skin, it'd be so fucking
I have
cool.
2 that I have to bring up before somebody takes them,
Okay,
Okay,
let's
because
go
I know
ahead.
somebody will. The first one that I wanna bring up, Paranormal Activity. I think that would be absolutely fucking terrifying in there,
Yeah,
especially with, like, the audio and, like, how that movie uses that to, like, scare people. I think it would just be
yeah.
creepy.
I
Um,
th I feel
Go
like
ahead.
that's fair. I feel like a found footage movies would honestly be really good on
I
there.
have the weirdest fucking
And
one ever, but go ahead.
my last one, kinda similar to Underwater, that, like, claustrophobic feeling, The Descent. I think The
Ugh.
Descent would be unbelievable in there because, like, you would feel like you're trapped underground in that thing, and I think that would be so terrifying.
If they're doing that 4DX thing, do they have like seat belts so they could just like start pressing on your
They
chest?
do.
You're in yeah.
Oh my
So you're just like, I
god.
can't breathe, I can't breathe.
Yes.
Proper
Oh.
panic attack.
Yes.
I am so well, actually, as we're recording this, like whenever you guys are hearing that, I will have already have me and Gigi will have already have seen it. Like I am so like I'm like a little kid at Christmas to see The Descent complete 4K restoration with that loud ass sound on the big like I can't fucking
Plus,
wait
It's
I've
to
never
see it.
seen it on a big screen,
Me
like, I've
neither.
only watched it so that'd be
it's
so
life-changing.
sick. Yeah, I'm
I,
so
I
excited
feel
for
like
it.
it's going to be life changing. Yeah,
It
I
is.
really feel that way.
I
Wait,
saw it
let's
in
Brian,
here's
theaters a few months ago, and it was, like,
Oh,
insane.
I'm
Like, the
jealous.
sound.
Neil Marshall and the lead actress are at a con that'll be going to next month.
oh, that's cool.
I can't
Oh,
remember
Yeah,
her name,
that's sweet.
Shauna Armstrong or something.
Shauna the Dead?
That's already it.
Shaun of the
Mhm.
You
Wait,
could
Chuck,
have.
what's yours? I wanna hear what your
Yeah.
Sphere one is.
We already did Evil Dead 2013.
No,
Well,
no,
what's
no.
the other?
What's your other
Yeah.
one?
There should be. You're gonna hate it.
Oh god.
It should be pajama night at the Sphere, where
Okay.
every single person has to wear pajamas with fuzzy slippers to go into
Okay.
the Sphere.
Are we
You
watching
have to.
Murderitaville?
You have to bring your favorite stuffed animal with you to sit in the seats.
Wednesday.
Skinamarink.
Oh,
I think that
I
would
That'd be
slap.
fun.
no, I actually like Skinamarink.
I think
Yeah.
staring at all the imagery of that movie on that big ass thing with that sound design would be
No,
absolutely fucking terrifying.
I think that that's crazy. I truly think that Skinamarink has one of the scariest scenes in the entire world when he goes into the bedroom and they're just, like, sitting
Oh.
I thought that that scene was, like,
Yep.
genuinely fucking terrifying.
If
Um,
if people and I try to explain this to people, but people are so dense and don't want to listen. If you look at Skinamarink not as a movie, and if you approach it as an immersive experience
yes,
and prep for what you're about to see, it's a completely different
totally.
experience. So to see it in something like some format like that, I think would change a lot of people's minds because like just like even Paranormal Activity, like can you imagine, was it Paranormal Activity 2? Can you imagine watching that fucking baby get yanked out of that crib on that big ass? That would be scary as fuck.
Exactly.
The only downside I would have to doing your one, Chuck, is I wouldn't want anyone else in there because they'd be breathing or crunching on something. Like, shut up. I'm trying to get immersed in this, and that one little noise.
Yeah, but it's
or
so I
Gigi
think
chewing on something because we've all heard that.
I mean, that's very fair, but I think the sphere has such sound that it would be like because there's like Skinamarink has like that constant hum.
Yeah, like the like static.
Yeah, it's just like that constant staticky hum. But imagine that like on fucking just death-defying fucking sound. Like I just think,
and then I'm just over there like
cool. Yeah, over yapping it,
and I mean popcorn.
Yum,
yum, yum.
Brian.
So I'm going to go out of left field and probably pick a film I don't think anybody's heard of. It's a Mexican film called Putrefaction.
Oh yeah. Everybody will line up to see Putrefaction on this.
Yeah, everybody. We've seen it 10 times already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Do you want to read it, Gigi?
Yeah, because I have no fucking idea what this is.
You'll see why.
Dana White already bought tickets to Putrefaction.
Everybody, they're actually, I just looked at the Google Maps and I see the line is like already out there. Putrefaction.
Putrefaction.
Putrefaction. Wait,
Putrefax.
Oh my God. It doesn't even have like, Putrefaction.
It's actually called Putrefaction, a video of Nina Temich.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Of Nina. That's what I'm going to type in.
If you can't find it, I'll read it.
No, find it. This movie doesn't exist.
It does. Okay, so
tell us what it is then, Brian.
It's the first feature to be entirely filmed on a 360 camera. So obviously already it sounds great because
it does.
You see everything.
Did you make the movie? You're like
wait, so it's like shot on those cameras that are like on top of the Google cars when they're doing maps in your city.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So there's two ways. Cool. So the way I have seen it on. I think it's on Found TV, and it's just like a normal film. But the way it's because it's about a girl that's a dancer, but she gets taken over by another like queen that's coming to Earth. So it's like a cosmic horror, but it's not really about that. It's about the dancing and the way the camera moves around. Honestly, on a huge screen, it would be amazing. There's a guy on YouTube that like redid it so that you can watch it on your phone, but if you move around, you can see all different scenes while it's playing out. I don't know how the fuck he did it.
I actually am like very interested in watching this now.
It was our good friend Mikey Peralta sent me a message being like, go and check this movie out. And it is honestly, it's like visually, it's one of the best films I've ever seen. Like it's like watching a 90-minute music video that's got like a little horror story thrown in as well.
Oh my God. Shout out Mikey Peralta. He does amazing Spanish horror films, or like he talks about amazing Spanish horror films. So please go follow him.
Yeah, so if you can find that on Letterboxd, or I'll add it to our Letterboxd list so everyone can
I literally can't find it.
Spell. Laying down our heritage.
No, I know, seriously. I'm like, what? I was gonna say something and I don't remember, so somebody else go.
Listen, so I'm changing my if I won the lottery.
Well, that's not this episode.
No, that's not this episode.
I understand that. We're just saying. So listen. So if I had the one night out, I do want to stick with Evil Dead 2013, but I am going to change it.
Well, you can have multiple viewings.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's like just your number one. That's your first debut at the Sphere.
Do you
know how fucking intense? We're gonna have a fucking marathon. Do you know how intense it would be to see Martyrs on the fucking Sphere?
I feel like it would be intense, but I don't feel like it would be as because I feel like there are some movies that you could put on the Sphere and I'd be like, oh, this would be like kind of equivalent to the same like viewing experience I would have somewhere else. My opposition would be, feel, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, I think it'd be like intense because it's like obviously the Sphere.
So in your face, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No, that's very fair. I think that's very fair. It would be cool, but it has to, I guess it has to have some kind of visual aspect to it.
Because I think that's what I love about like this topic, this episode is like, there are some that I think where it's like, oh, fuck yeah, that would like cross this threshold.
Into the void.
Yes, yeah, like something like that where it's
Would
like,
be
okay,
sick.
this would be crazy. But then
Mhm.
some would we be like, oh, this would be crazy because it's at the Sphere, but would it add to the viewing experience?
No,
You know,
I think that's very fair.
what would be crazy, but it's not horror related, but I think would be epic as fuck in there is The Road.
I haven't seen
Oh,
it. Sounds depressing as fuck.
with
So
You've never seen The Road, Brian?
what's his name?
Clive
It's so
Clive
depressing.
I don't need to watch a movie to get depressed.
5 Owen,
I'm
I
all
think it
right.
is, or
No, it's like it is
It's a
truly
it's a masterpiece.
it's oh,
it's
it
so
is.
good.
It's a masterpiece, but it
I've heard
is
it's great.
bleak.
Someone
It's
went on Reddit and said they should make a found footage version of that. I was like, how are they going to like watch
Where'd they
the
get-
footage,
where'd they
watch
get the
footage on or
camera?
charge the batteries?
Listen, when people say that that's one of the most depressingly bleak movies ever made, like they're
Literally.
not fucking kidding. Like
Yeah,
No.
that
that's
shit
what
is-
Guys, I
Mm.
fucked up.
What?
That was not the movie I was thinking of.
Oh, but The Road would be
The
like,
Road would be cool.
everyone would just be fucking crying leaving the theater.
Yeah.
They're like, "Why the fuck did I go to that?"
I was
Thanks,
thinking
Seth.
of Children of Men. That's the movie I wanted
Okay,
to fucking
that would be
do.
cool.
Oh, okay, totally
Also-
different.
also a oneer.
Yeah.
A
Children
lot,
of Men is the movie I wanted in there.
a lot of the best sequences in Children of Men are shot in one take.
Yeah, the
That
one with
car
the
sequence?
car, yes.
Oh,
phenomenal.
it's sick.
I was gonna say back to Brian's 360 camera. Has there been a horror movie about like a Google car capturing a crime and then somebody who goes through the footage is like
We can't
trying
be giving away these ideas.
I know, but that's a
That'd be
good
sick.
one. That's a good one. Hit me
I
up.
love
hit me
those
up.
videos on. Do you ever see the videos on TikTok where they zoom in on the maps and there's like a dead body or
Yes, like
something
shit's like
floating?
scary.
Like, I could watch those all day.
No,
long.
that's like crazy.
They're so
Okay.
fucking
The
cool.
street down the road from me, because before I moved in here, I obviously wanted to check out what the streets were like, and there's just a guy giving the finger to the camera. I was like, great.
You have roads?
Yeah, do you guys have roads in Scotland?
Like
I didn't even know you had
we call them
roads.
roads. It's just like dirt for our horses
what I
and
figured.
carts.
Just
But-
go
I
down and make
figured
a left
just for
at
your cows to be able to like
Yeah.
a path for them.
make a left at Haggis Lane.
One movie that I think would okay, this is a movie that I haven't seen that
Ooh.
if they were promoting it at the Sphere, I'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah, this is going to be my first viewing experience at the Sphere." Would be Videodrome.
Videodrome's on my list, Gigi.
Oh my god, we are one.
It would be amazing.
I would love for that to be my first viewing experience of Videodrome because
You s-
I'm already hesitant about watching it because you know how I feel about the Cronenbergs, but
Jesus, Gigi.
I know, haven't seen it.
It's getting ready to come. They just did the
Getting ready to come.
Yeah, Brian likes to come.
I'd love to.
No, honestly, I just Gigi, so they had a 4K restoration of Videodrome like a year, maybe about a year ago, 10 months ago, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it is coming up on an anniversary, and there's going to be screenings of it. Listen, if Videodrome is playing in Nashville
Uh-huh.
on the big screen, I would fly to Nashville to experience Videodrome on the big screen with you experiencing it for the first time. That's how much I'm confident that you're gonna fucking love that movie.
I love that. I need to turn my robot off that just decided to start on its own.
It's okay. It's just cleaning. Is it haunted?
Brody's making a mess.
Oh, there's
I know.
another. Is there a movie called Roomba? It's
I actually wish Gigi would quit making horror reviews and you would just record videos of Stevie riding a Roomba.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
post nothing but cat videos on the vacuum.
I wish that that she would sit on it. I've tried so hard to get my cats to sit on the Roomba and they are just like
Have you
stop
tried
it.
gluing them to it?
Yeah, just
No, I'll try that next.
Yeah.
Duct taping them.
You could just glue them to it. So another movie that I think would be an incredible immersive experience, not only due to sound design, but I think it's one of the most technically well-shot horror movies ever made. And that's a very
Ooh.
bold fucking statement. But I will champion this movie till the day that I die because I also think it's one of the scariest movies ever made. And I think that Lights Out would be fucking mind-blowing on the Sphere.
Okay, that's not a bad one. Brian won't be going to that though because he hates the ending of Lights Out.
I'll leave before the end.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
I'm not a huge fan of the ending neither, but it does not ruin the experience for me whatsoever.
No, like I think it is a really, really good film.
Yes.
Like the short, obviously slightly better because it's only 3 minutes long or something. But yeah, I think it does a lot of things really, really well. So it's a
Oh, Brian,
legitimately
then you're gonna
scary movie.
fucking hate The Woman in the Yard. Uh, I agree with you, Chuck. I think that Lights Out would be absolutely incredible because I was trying to think of movies that really like work with like darkness or like shadow play and stuff like that. There was like
Yeah.
nothing that was coming to mind, but something like that where there's a lot of just like literal like lights out would be so freaky in this giant sphere.
Fuck
Would
your
like
head up.
yes, I think that'd be crazy.
It's not the best movie, but like kind of similar. I feel like Silent Hill would be kind of cool in there.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It would be. I think anything also too, like I think found footage personally is
Same.
a perfect genre for
Cloverfield.
some big screen like Cloverfield or Wreck. Do you know what else would be fucking sick as fuck on that thing? Chronicle.
Oh, I love that movie.
Chronicle.
Chronicle would absolutely fucking Chronicle's one of the most underrated found footage movies of all
Yeah,
time.
it's
Sorry,
so good. Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller, like that movie
It's
fucking rips. Dane
it's
DeHaan.
it's so fucking good, Chronicle.
Yeah.
Can I go? Or shall we?
Yeah, go.
Gigi,
You can
you-
do whatever
Oh
you
my
want.
God. Wait, I forgot about this
Oh
movie.
my god.
Oh my God. Okay, completely forgot about Chronicle. So for those that have also forgot about it, three
Banger.
three high school students make an incredible discovery, leading to their developing uncanny powers beyond their understanding. As they learn to control their abilities, they use them to their advantage. Their lives apart to spin. Oh my God. Their lives start to spin out of control and their darker sides begin to take over. Yeah, wow, holy shit, I forgot about this movie.
Or if we're keeping it horror, we could do Afflicted because it has similar kind of fast
Y-
pacedness.
Yeah.
Right, I want to go to left field for my
Oh,
one.
Ooh, okay.
Wait,
Because we're in
even more than putrefaction?
even more than
Yeah.
fiction because I'm changing the rules up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm expecting Las Vegas to figure out how we do this. But I played a
Okay.
game on VR and it was Resident Evil 7. And on VR, fucking terrified me because the jump
Yes.
scares come out at different times. And there's one in particular I remember when you're just walking along the hallway. You've done it multiple times, you've been safe, and she just pops her head out. And oh my God, I think my heart actually landed in my mouth. So I think that on a big screen would be
Wait,
fucking
which one?
terrifying.
Resident Evil what?
7.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Oh,
In-
okay. Like
in-
a
in the
video
house.
game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I haven't played RE7. I started to.
It's so it's like the scariest one out of them all, I think. So I think that somehow on a screen. would
It's
be-
completely different through the VR. Like and
Oh,
if
yeah.
if I'm being completely honest, I had a PSVR 2, which I got rid of because they don't have enough games. So I got to maximize my price for it.
Mhm.
I couldn't handle Resident Evil 7 VR. Like I made it probably halfway through the game, but it literally made me I couldn't adjust to how it made me feel.
No, I think I would like genuinely have a heart attack. Like
because it
genuinely.
fucks your equilibrium up. Like there's a
Yes.
spot where you get up in the attic and like all kinds of shit happens and like you almost feel like your legs are falling out from underneath you because
Oh,
you're not only
hell
like
no.
scared, but you can't like I kept looking for like something to lean on. You know? Like
Yeah.
it's a weird fucking experience. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So like obviously it wouldn't be in VR, it'd just be on a huge screen. I don't know how they would do it unless like everyone had a controller, but that wouldn't make any sense. So
Yeah, what would be a game you all want to play in there?
Outlast. Though
Outlast.
that'd be the last time you'd ever see me. I'd die. I'd actually die in the sphere.
I think
That'd be
I'd
a good
do
one.
Gears of War.
I think I would do Subnautica just because that
Oh,
underwater.
That would be
love
so
Subnautica.
good.
That'd be sick.
Or
That'd be
God
a
of
really
War.
good
I want to
one.
beat the shit out of Zeus on the big
Oh,
screen.
or the forest. That'd be a good one. Okay, I feel like this is a really good one. Is No One Will Save You.
Oh, I love that.
I think that would be like a fun one. I feel like any like alien type of movie would be a good one, but No One Will Save You. Very fast paced, like no talking. You'd be so immersed in it.
Fire in the Sky would be sick too.
Oh no.
Oh, that'd be
I'm,
terrifying.
yeah, good. I'm past.
What
I would
about
not be there.
Gravity? I know it's not a horror film, but
Gravity's
that'd
great.
be pretty unreal. It's like feeling you're in space.
I think anything that's like fast paced and action oriented, like if you could figure out the subtitles, can you imagine seeing Train to Busan on the Sphere?
Yes, that was literally the second one. I was 28 weeks later Train to Busan.
'Cause
I
you
think
would
that would be
almost-
so crazy.
Yeah, you would almost probably like want to leave your seat because it's just so
It's
fucking
too much.
wholesome. It is. It's almost too much. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think there has to be like a happy medium for what you have on that screen because it's
Yeah.
so much. I can't wait to hear what our fans and listeners think and the ideas that they have for what they want to see like on the Sphere because it's such a neat little idea.
Is there?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you guys the same question. Like for me, Videodrome is like a movie I haven't seen that I would love to watch premiere at the Sphere. Are there movies that you guys haven't seen that you would love to watch for the first time there? Like that would make sense.
If we're going for visually beautiful, I've seen loads of clips from it, but I've never seen the movie. It's called The Holy Mountain, and it looks like one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen.
The
Like
Holy
totally,
Mountain.
I don't think it's a horror. I think it's more like a sci-fi
It's a weird,
fantasy thing.
it's a fucking weird movie.
But like the clips I've seen, it look unreal.
Okay, let's see. The Holy Mountain from 1973.
Yeah,
I guess so.
The poster is incredible. The alchemist assembles together a group of people from all walks of life to represent the planets in the solar system. The occult adept's intention is to put his recruits through strange mystical rites and divest them of their worldly baggage before embarking on a trip to Lotus Island. There, they ascend to the holy mountain to displace the immortal gods who secretly rule the universe. This sounds like a fucking trip.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't do drugs, but I think people that do drugs would enjoy watching that movie while on drugs.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to put this on my watch list. It's in Spanish.
it's very hard to get.
Yeah, like I don't expect to understand it, but that's why I think I would watch it in a Sphere, because I'm like, wow, this looks beautiful, but I'm not that fussed about watching it at home.
Is it streaming anywhere, Gigi? I don't think so.
No, you have to.
The last place, it was on the it was on that, and Ken Russell's The Devils were both on the Criterion channel last year, but they were like literally like 15 days and they yanked them fucking down. Like they're so hard to get.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, this one seems like a fun one.
That's because they want you to buy a $65 fucking hard copy of it. Criterion knows what they're doing.
They do, and I buy into it. Seth, is there one that you haven't seen that you would love to watch at the Sphere?
No, I can't think of any, but I do have one that I have seen that I just thought of that would be fucking insane. And it's Dr. Sleep, and the fucking astral projection scene
Oh, okay.
would be so cool.
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that would be like a good. I don't know about like the movie and whole, but I don't know because they do have like it is kind of like ooh, like when they're like doing their whole thing. I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay,
You said Doctor Sleep, and I heard Doctor Strange, and I was like, yeah, Doctor Strange would look fucking amazing on that.
Would be cool.
Hear me out, and I think this will make sense. And I did not say this because it's sitting behind Brian's head, but can you imagine seeing VHS Beyond?
The alien scene.
Listen, but not only the beginning with the stork with the cops and the GoPros, but by the time it gets to the fucking airplane and they're jumping out, that shit would be fucking insane on the Sphere.
Mm-hmm. I would absolutely love that. Another one that I think that would be really good on this Sphere, because again, if it's like colors and it's like cosmic-y, is Annihilation.
Yeah.
I think that would be a pretty fun one to watch.
District 9?
Oh no.
I know, Brian, you didn't.
I won't be attending that. I'll start
bring it up.
No, I love District 9. I literally was like scarred from the little like.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I hate like that scene sticks out in my mind like so vividly. I was like, I hate this scene so much. It made me like want to freaking cry.
There's so many different forms of ways to consume media because like I know for me, like because I just did go ahead, Gigi.
I just thought of one. Sorry. I would love to see The Shape of Water, which isn't really horror. It's more like, sci-fi fantasy. But I think The Shape of Water would be gorgeous. Like any type of like
Crimson Peak.
Yeah, like creature feature. Oh, like or something like that with like that has like an atmosphere to it.
Yeah.
I think
something I'd really love to see. It's not horror or it's not even a movie. Is Blue Planet. Just underwater constantly. Like it's so beautiful. It's David Attenborough.
Planet.
Wait, what? You guys all talked at the same
time. It's David Attenborough's like documentary, but it's underwater, so it's all underwater stuff. Maybe some there's bird stuff, but nobody cares about birds. But all the underwater stuff would be
those are just drones.
I know everyone's boycotting her, but I would say The Shallows would be fucking insane in there because that shark looks so cool. And
I can't keep up with who we're boycotting.
That's true.
I didn't even know she was getting boycotted.
Everyone's boycotting her. I don't know.
I just thought The Shallows was mid, so
that's because you don't like sharks. So
no,
like Under Paris.
She liked Under fucking Paris. For
that movie rips.
And I would sign a petition for that to be at the Sphere. So
that would be cool.
Okay, double down.
So
So there's so many different ways to consume media. Like, and I since I've been really getting into film and do, criticking and influencing, and like I've understood more that there's ways to consume. Like I just did this unfound footage festival, and I've watched all these found footage movies, but it's like I like to consume them on my iPad in my bed with headphones on versus watching them like on the TV, and there's
Yeah.
different ways. So that's how we ended up coming up with the sphere. But we want to know from you guys out there listening, go watch a video of the sphere. There's going to be some clips in this video, and like really understand what an immersive experience that would be. And we want to hear from you, and we want to know, like, what would your one night out be that you would like to experience on the sphere, and maybe we'll revisit this. And we're also going to do a couple different plays on this topic for how to consume things for the first time, if we could like go back and do it again. But this has been ultra fun, just playing around with, hey, we want to see this thing on there. And we know that Evil Dead 2013 would be the best thing to see on the sphere, because
Underwater.
I said it, or underwater. But I think everybody brought something to the table with really, really good ideas. And I just think
Except
the
Brian.
sphere
Yeah.
and horror would be the coolest fucking thing ever. And we love you for being here. Please listen, subscribe, share, please comment. And Gigi is going to take us out.
Well, you said it awesomely, legend. Comment, like, turn on automatic downloads, give us a 5-star review, share, do what do they call those? Not a duet. What do they call them?
Stitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Stitch.
Stitch, we would love that. And we will see you next week. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.